Bro, ever felt like you've been played? You gave everything, you were always there for them, but in the end, they hurt you, treated you like you were nothing, like you didn't even matter. Does it hurt? Of course, but what hurts even more is when they act like nothing's changed, like you were never important to them. But listen to me carefully. What you see on the outside isn't always what they're feeling on the inside. If you think they don't care, think again. The truth is, your silence affects them way more than you realize. At first, they'll act tough, pretend like nothing's changed, like life just goes on as usual, like your absence doesn't even make a difference. But deep down, they feel it. Once you stop chasing, stop trying to prove yourself to them, everything shifts. The longer you stay quiet, the more their mind starts to spiral. They start questioning themselves. Did I underestimate them? Why aren't they chasing me anymore? Did I really lose them? Once those thoughts start creeping in, panic sets in. At first, they think they still have time. They think you'll always be there waiting for them. But now, they're the ones overthinking, stressing out. Because the truth is, once you let go, that's when they start chasing you. Don't believe me? I'll explain why this happens and why you need to understand this dynamic so you don't fall into the same pattern again. Number 1. The unexpected power of silence. When a girl hurts you, your first instinct might be to react. You might want answers, to express your pain, or to make her understand how deeply she hurt you. But that's exactly what she's expecting. She's waiting for you to get emotional, to seek closure, to chase her. But the most powerful move you can make is silence. Nothing confuses her more than when you don't react at all. Why? Because women usually expect an emotional response. When she hurts you, she's waiting for some kind of feedback. She wants to see if she still has control over your emotions. But when you stay silent, when you don't respond the way she expects, it makes her rethink everything. Why isn't he reacting? Does he not care anymore? Has he moved on from me? The more she overthinks, the more the power shifts to you. Silence makes her uncomfortable. It forces her to sit alone with her thoughts, without any external validation to reassure her. She no longer gets the satisfaction of seeing you react or knowing she still has an effect on you. This isn't about playing games. It's about maintaining your self-worth. You're not ignoring her to manipulate her. You're doing it because you know your value is too high to waste on someone who doesn't appreciate it. When she realizes you're not playing along, that's when she starts questioning herself. Number 2. Flip the power dynamic. Most guys make the mistake of chasing harder when they feel hurt by a girl. They try to convince her to care, hoping to make her feel guilty. But here's the truth. Both of these reactions just hand her all the power. When you chase, you confirm her importance. When you get emotional, you show her she still controls your feelings. But the right move is to do the opposite. Instead of trying to win her back or prove your worth, walk away. Shift your focus to yourself, your growth, your goals. This is what really throws her off. She's expecting a reaction. She thinks you'll prove how much you still care. She assumes she has all the time in the world to keep you on standby. But when you don't play along, when you suddenly disappear, she's the one left thinking about you. And the worst part for her? She no longer knows where she stands. Did I miscalculate? Why isn't he chasing me? Has he really moved on? This is when the tables turn. You're no longer waiting for her validation. She's the one who has to think about you. Number 3. The fear of losing you starts to kick in. Here's something most guys don't realize. Women only value what they feel they might lose. When you're always available, when you react immediately, When you chase, when you let her know you still care, she has no urgency to value you. Because in her mind, you'll always be there. But when she suddenly loses that certainty, when you've pulled back and seem detached, that's when she starts to panic. Now, every unanswered message makes her overthink. Every moment of silence makes her feel uncertain. Every passing day makes her wonder if she's lost you. At first, she'll try to play it cool. She won't text first, and she'll pretend she's unbothered. But deep down, she feels it. She starts scrolling through old chats, checking your stories more often, looking at her phone, hoping for a notification from you. That's when the dynamic changes. She goes from feeling in control to feeling out of control. She realizes she no longer has the certainty she once had. And that uncertainty is what makes her start chasing you. Number 4. When she starts testing you. Once she realizes she's no longer in control of the situation, she won't just sit back. She'll test you. In her mind, she needs to know, does he still care? Can I still get a reaction from him? Has he really moved on? And how does she test you? She might send a casual, hey, just to see if you'll respond immediately. She might post a picture with another guy to see if you'll get jealous. She might start liking your old posts or stories to see if you'll react. This is where most guys mess up. As soon as she sends these little signals, they fall right back into the trap. They take the bait, they respond too quickly. They show her she still has power over them. But a guy who truly knows his worth sees these tests for what they are. Attempts to regain control. He doesn't react. The test isn't about her reaching out. It's about how much effort she's willing to put in. If she's truly sorry for hurting you, she won't just send a lazy text. She'll put in the work to make things right. Number 5. The ultimate shift. She starts chasing you. When she realizes her usual tactics aren't working, something shifts inside her. Suddenly, she's the one chasing. She starts texting more, making excuses to talk to you, bringing up old memories. Because for the first time, she feels like she's losing you. And the fear of loss is one of the most powerful forces in attraction. But this is where most guys make a critical mistake. As soon as they see her making an effort, they drop all their power. They forgive everything. They make themselves available again. They lose the strength they've built. And when that happens, the cycle repeats. She realizes she has you again. The challenge is gone, and the attraction fades. But a guy who knows his worth doesn't rush back. He doesn't reward bad behavior. He makes sure she proves herself before he lets her back in. And that's when he truly wins. Number 6. When she regrets taking you for granted. When she realizes she's lost your presence, everything changes. At first, she tries to ignore it. She convinces herself you'll come back, that you'll be the one to break the silence first. But when that doesn't happen, when she sees you moving on without a second thought, regret starts to creep in. Slowly at first, then all at once. She starts replaying old memories, thinking about the things she used to take for granted, how you supported her, how you were always there for her, how you made her feel safe, valued, and important. Now, that stability is gone, and all that's left is doubt. Did I make the wrong choice? Why isn't he chasing me? Has he really moved on? At first, she'll try to distract herself. Maybe by dating someone new, partying, or throwing herself into work. But those distractions never last long. Because when the night comes, when she's alone with her thoughts, she feels it. The silence, the emptiness, the realization that the guy who once cared so much about her is gone. And that realization haunts her. Why? Because women rarely regret losing a guy immediately. The regret comes when they see he's truly gone. And when she starts to realize she might have made a mistake, that's when the real panic sets in. Number 7. When she starts watching you from afar. Even if she doesn't reach out directly, she'll start keeping tabs on you from a distance. She'll check your social media more often, ask mutual friends about you, try to figure out what you're up to without actually contacting you. At first, she won't admit to herself that she misses you. She'll tell herself she's just curious. But deep down, she's looking for clues. Clues to see if you've moved on, if you're happy without her, if you even still care. And when she sees you thriving, when she notices you're not stuck in heartbreak mode, that you're actually better off without her, that's when the real panic hits. Because now, she's not just regretting losing you, she's afraid someone else might value you in a way she never did. She starts comparing herself to the idea of another girl who might replace her. What if he finds someone else? What if he's happier with her? What if I was just a chapter in his life, not the main story? That fear eats away at her, because the biggest emotional trigger for women is the idea of another woman getting the love they once had. If she truly valued you, she won't be able to just sit back and accept that. Number 8. When she realizes she's lost her grip on you. Most guys don't understand this. Even when a woman has moved on, she still wants to feel like she could get you back if she wanted to. As long as she believes you'll still be there if she changes her mind, she doesn't feel the full weight of losing you. But when she sees you truly moving forward, focusing on yourself, leveling up, and not waiting for her, that's when she starts to feel truly powerless. She can't just text you and expect an instant response. She can't just post a picture and assume you'll react. For the first time, she realizes she's no longer in control of the situation. Number 9. When she loses certainty. When a woman loses the certainty of being able to get you back, her attraction often increases. Now, she's the one who has to figure out how to get your attention again. She's the one who has to chase for the first time. And that's when she truly starts to want you back. Number 10. When she starts sending mixed signals. At this stage, she's confused, so she starts testing the waters. She won't fully admit her feelings yet, but she'll send signals to see how you react. She might like one of your posts randomly, send a sudden message pretending it's no big deal, or post something designed to get your attention. Here's what you need to understand. This isn't about fixing things. She's checking to see if she still has power over you. And if you react too quickly, if you text back right away or get too excited that she's giving you attention, she'll feel like she's got you back too easily, and the cycle repeats. So instead of falling for her bait, stay patient. If she really wants you back, she needs to prove it. She needs to put in real effort, because you're not looking for games. You're looking for real change. Number 11. When she finally tries to win you back. If you've stayed strong and detached, this is when she makes a real move. She won't just send a random text. She'll start showing real regret. She might bring up the past, try to explain herself, or even apologize, something she once said she'd never do. At this point, you hold all the power, because now it's not about what she wants. It's about what you want. You get to decide. Do you let her back in? Do you keep moving forward? Or do you set new standards she has to meet? Truthfully, this whole process isn't about getting her back. It's about getting yourself back. And once you truly understand that, you'll never chase validation again. Number 12. When she tries to make you jealous. At this stage, she's getting desperate. She realizes she no longer has a grip on you, and it's unsettling her. So what does she do? She tries to provoke an emotional reaction from you by making you jealous. She'll post pictures with other guys, comment on other guys' posts, and suddenly seem happier than ever. But here's what you need to understand. It's all an act. She's not doing this because she's actually moved on. She's doing it because she wants a reaction from you. She wants to see if you'll text her out of jealousy, if she still has an emotional effect on you. But a guy who truly knows his worth won't fall for the bait. He stays focused on his own path. Because when you show her that her games don't work on you, she'll start to realize she's the one losing. And instead of feeling in control, she'll be stuck wondering why you're not playing along. Number 13. When she starts overcompensating. At this point, she's feeling the pressure. Her usual tactics, making you jealous, sending mixed signals, or testing you, aren't working. And now she's facing the consequences of losing you. That's when she starts overcompensating. She might suddenly become overly nice to you, pretending like nothing ever happened. She might start liking every one of your posts just to get your attention. She might even send you long messages about her feelings, trying to rebuild a connection. But this is where most guys mess up. They get too eager. They see her effort as a sign that she really wants them back. But the truth is, she's just looking for reassurance. She wants to know she can still have you if she changes her mind. So before you get too caught up in her sudden attention, ask yourself, is she showing real regret? Or is she just panicking? Is she putting in consistent effort? Or is this just a temporary fix? Is she looking to rebuild a real connection? Or is she just trying to get back to her comfort zone? Because if she's not proving her sincerity, all she's doing is playing short-term games, and you're playing for long-term value. Number 14. When she wants to be friends. Now, if all else fails, she might make one last attempt to keep you in her life. She'll suggest being friends. But here's what you need to understand. She's not doing this because she values your friendship. She's doing it because she wants to keep you as a backup option. Think about it. If she really just wanted to be friends, she wouldn't act weird when you stop responding. She wouldn't get jealous when she sees you doing better without her. She wouldn't keep checking on you to see if you've moved on. This isn't about friendship. It's about keeping you as an emotional safety net. She wants to know that if she changes her mind, you'll still be there. So the question is, are you okay with being an option? If the answer is no, then you already know what to do. A high-value man doesn't settle for scraps. If this video helped you, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. Hope this helps.